All right, we're doing Golden Moments in A Course in Miracles. I've been using this book. It's called Simply A Course in Miracles by Alau Alani. That's my pen name. It's on Amazon. I'm going to try to remember to put the link in the description. Today we are going to be reading The Holy Encounter. It's a very short passage in chapter 8 of the text of the Course. And it's really encapsulates the whole thing in a way. Not really, but it's a good one to remember, and it's kind of jumps out at you on the page. You know, when you read it, you're like, this is interesting way that Jesus, put this, and we'll talk about it. Let's read it first, okay? When you meet anyone, remember it is a holy encounter. As you see him, you will see yourself. As you treat him, you will treat yourself. As you think of him, you will think of yourself. Never forget this, for in him you will find yourself or lose yourself. All right, so read it one more time. When you meet anyone, remember it is a holy encounter. As you see him, you will see yourself. As you treat him, you will treat yourself. As you think of him, you will think of yourself. Never forget this, for in him you will find yourself or lose yourself. Now, all right, when you meet anyone, obviously it might not be a him, right? It might be a her. It might be an object. It might be an it. It might be a pet, animal, vegetable, mineral. It might be a situation. It might be an event. It might be whatever, right? And, it might be an alien. I mean, that would be an it, I guess. It might be a vision. It might be a, whatever it is. It's saying, whoever you meet, it's always a holy encounter, right? It's, if you want to look at it that way, right? If you want to learn the Course and you want to follow the thought system of the Holy Spirit, then everything is a holy encounter. For the ego, everything is an egoic encounter, right? For the Holy Spirit, though, everything is a holy encounter. And so why does Jesus use the word him? As you see him, as you treat him, as you think of him, if it's not always a him? And this is, I think probably this is off-putting for some people that read A Course in Miracles, maybe that kind of dabble in it. They're like, why all the masculine language? Why all the masculine pronouns? Why is God always a he? Why, why is Jesus always talking about your brother? And why is the brother always a him or a he? Keep in mind, though, that God only has one son, right? There's God and there's God's son. Well, you could say, well, why couldn't it be a daughter? Why can't it be a daughter? Well, it could be a daughter if you want it to be a daughter. It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. I think son is a good name because of the play on the word S-O-N and S-U-N, right? Son and son. Because the sun, we want to see the sun, right? I keep saying this in all my videos, the sun is, not all my videos, but most of the videos, the sun is always shining, right? The sun is always shining. What is blocking the light is the clouds, right? All you need to do is remove the clouds and you see the sun again, right? The sun that has always been shining forever and ever, right? And so that's what we're doing, right? The Son of God is all of us, right? Together. So that's what Jesus is getting at when he says him. He means the Son. That is all of us. When you meet anyone, remember it is a holy encounter. As you see him, you will see yourself. Now, this is interesting because I'm still kind of wondering why Jesus phrased it this way, because he could have said, first of all, he could have said, as you see yourself, you will see your brother, right? As you treat yourself, you will treat your brother. As you think of yourself, you will think of your brother, or think of the other, right? So, but why does he say, as you see him, you will see yourself? As you treat him, it could say, as you see him, so you see yourself, right? As you treat him, so you treat yourself. As you think of him, so you think of yourself. I don't know if it really matters, but I think what Jesus could have said here is, as you see him, I mean, what I think he means is, as you see him, as you see your brother, as you see anyone, that's how you are going to see yourself, based on how you see your brother in any given encounter, right? So you're either doing one of two things. You're either teaching love or you're teaching fear in any given moment. You're either teaching the thought system of the Holy Spirit, or you're teaching the thought system of the ego in how you're thinking, in how you're seeing, and how you're acting, right? In those three things, however we treat another person, especially I think how you think about them, because our thoughts are fundamental, right? Our thoughts lead to actions. As you see him, you will see yourself. As you treat him, you will treat yourself. As you think of him, you will think of yourself. So it's the question of, do I want to get further and deeper into the ego? Because that's what I'm doing if I see my brother, or treat my brother, or think of my brother egoically. Or do I want to get closer to love? Do I want to know, how much do I want to know love, right? How much do I really want to know what love is, or that love is? If I really want to know, then I'm going to take this course more seriously. I'm going to take Jesus up on this and say, yeah, I want to treat each moment as a holy encounter, right? Every moment, every instant is a holy encounter. Every instant I'm either getting closer to love, or I'm going further away from love. And I think that's really how we need to think about it, is like, is what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, is it serving my greater purpose here? Is it getting me closer to the goal, or is it taking me further away? And it's, this is where we want to start to question maybe some of the ways that we have been throughout our life, right? That maybe we're still kind of stuck in patterns, and we need to break free of the patterns somehow, right? Maybe ways that we deal with people, ways that we think of people, and it's not just people. Remember, it's not just people. It's things, events, anything. The system, like, you may be railing against the system. You may be angry about the system, the government, the them, quote unquote them, or they're doing this. Them, it's them. It's those demonic Democrats. It's those radical Republicans, whatever it is. It's the evil cabal that's doing this to us, right? How many people these days, subscribe to some kind of conspiracy theory or another, I'm not saying that a conspiracy theory can't be true, but I think most conspiracy theories we really want to question, even though they may appear to be very have a lot to them and plausible, but we still want to question them because a theory is still a theory. A theory is not fact. And do you want to base your life on a theory, or do you want to base things on the facts on the ground? Right there, your brother is staring right in front. He's right there in front of you. Do you want to hold a theory against your brother, or do you want to see your brother as he is, right now, right? So often we make up stuff, or we subscribe to things that put our brother in a light that is not worthy of him, right? And your brother really is your equal. Your brother is no different than you. Your brother is going through the same thing, is in the same boat as you. So you don't want to bring your brother down, even if he's trying to bring you down, right? Or she. But you also don't want to be holier than thou either. This is all very difficult. I don't want to say difficult, but it's complex, right? I mean, this is where you have to tune into your heart, to the Holy Spirit, to the inner guidance, how to deal with specific situations, specific people. You can't generalize this. But at the same time, you can generalize it in the sense that this applies all across the board. What Jesus is saying here, which is whoever you meet, every situation, every person, everything, every animal, vegetable, mineral, this is all, it's either, how you're seeing them is bringing you closer to your goal of love, of going home, of knowing your true self, or it's bringing you further from that. So which do you want, right? The choice is yours. Are you going to get with this, or are you going to get with that, right? That song, the Black Sheep. I don't know if you ever heard that song. You can get with this, or you can get with that. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, and have a beautiful day. Remember, never forget, right? Never forget this. For in your brother, you will find yourself or lose yourself. See you very soon. Keep shining. Thank you.